Greetings, Dark Side fans. It's old Palpatine's favorite night. The best Dark Side decks in LEGO Star Wars battles. Oh, your Star Wars dad will bring you some awesome footage tonight. Darth Vader, Boba Fett, battle droids, little BB-8. Ha 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 ha, yes. But first, did you know that Darth Vader had a sister? And rather than all gloomy and angry and filled with hate like Lord Vader was, like Darth Vader, the evil Sith Lord, filled with fear and loathing. Well, she was quite an uplifting person. She really made people, they felt lifted up. They felt like they were moving higher in life. And do you know what her name was? Ella Vader. Hello? Is this thing on? Is this hello? Hello? Well, Lord Vader bombing at the improv tonight. How about that? Okay, so we're going to show you some dark side decks, and hopefully I won't have any corrupted video this time. When I did the light side deck video, best light side decks, the last video where I actually got 5 studs, just for some reason just up and disappeared. It froze, and I looked back at the original footage I had, and the whole thing was corrupted. So I don't get to keep that one. I was going to replay it tonight, but not so much. So tonight we're looking at the best dark side decks, and guys, it's a similar story to the light side. It is cycle. You want to keep your deck costs as low as possible. These are the 2 decks I'm using. This one is 2.9. You've got Vader, you've got your seismic charge, your bomber, your 1 stormtrooper, your Guavian, battle droids, BB-9, C2, and you get a particle beam and the battle droid factory. Now you're going to see a very similar deck here with Boba Fett. In fact, so we put Boba Fett in. If I get him in, I've still got BB-9, C2, the bomber, the Guavian, the seismic charge, and the 1 stormtrooper. There's not a lot of variance yet. Unfortunately, when you get to the top of this game right now, the game is really about keeping it small and keeping it fast. But one thing I did was I subbed out the battle droids for the destroyer droid, and I subbed out the battle droid factory for the flame tower. Had a little fun with that. Now, yesterday when we did the light side, best light side videos, I was able to show you a couple wins and a couple losses. It was fun showing some losses. So I thought maybe that would work tonight, but I got to tell you guys, it's really hard to, oh, there was one. Oh, it's hard to show losses when all you do is win. All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, can never get enough. Win. Whoa, 1 loss. Win. 9-1. I wasn't even sure I'd have enough footage to show you guys what was going on. I was like, can I do it? Can I even get? Well, that doesn't make any sense, does it? All right, so let's just start here. Let's look at these dark side decks. Let's start with this very top one. So this is against Yosef. This is the Darth Vader deck, Darth Vader battle droid deck. Let's go ahead and watch it and see what happens here. I watched these a little bit, so I'm kind of gonna be along the ride with you here. Of course, there's 2 basic strategies: either get the middle tower or stay back and play defense with the 2 rear towers. Yosef saying hi, NOOCH saying hi, and NOOCH grabs the middle tower. Okay, so I got the middle tower. There's 3 Porg coming in on it. He puts up his Ewok factory, and I immediately drop a battalion of battle droids on it, and the Guavian. So the Guavian was there in the middle, fighting off the 3 Porgs. The battle droids are over there, and we are in really good shape to kill off that. I don't like the exposed treehouse is almost never a good idea. You almost always need to have those treehouse or the spawners behind a middle tower, or worst case, like in the rear when your opponent does not have a middle tower. If your opponent has a middle tower, don't put up a spawner. It's just going to die. It's just going to die, just like that. Dead. All right, where are we here? So I build a spawner, and then he comes in with the Porgs, but I've got the Guavian ready. We both saved up a bunch of energy there, so there was definitely some action going to happen. So he's trying to fight off the battle droids, and he's got the Ewoks, and he's bringing everything, but I seismic charge that baby. And I think I'm going to take that tower out. It's going to be really close. We might get to it here. NOOCH going to take the tower out. 246, 212, 195, 130. BB9's going to take that tower out. No, the Guavian finished. There you go. He's launching his C-3PO emoji. I love that emoji, by the way. It's really good. NOOCH gets up another Battle Droid Factory. Who's your Star Wars dad? 2 Battle Droid Factories. He spends a bomber. It's almost, you almost have to spend the bomber, but you're losing, and that's a, when it's already sitting there, it cost me 3 and you spend 4, and it's already been sitting there for, 3 or 4 minutes, and I kill his other particle beam. His particle beamicles are down. I've kicked him in the particle beamicles. We're gonna use that one again. Alright, so I put up another Battle Droid Factory. Looks like Lord Vader force lifts the flame trooper there. Then the boom balls take out everybody. I think what's going to end up happening here, if I remember right, he's going to take out both those Battle Droid Factories. Again, good on him. He's got a sense of pride. He's like, you know what? You're going to beat me, but you're only going to get 1 stud out of it. And you know what? NOOCH respects that. I have a large amount of respect for that. As a dad, I respect it with my kids. Show a little pride, stand up for themselves, stand up for themselves, and show some pride even in defeat. You're still a human. You've still got feelings. You're still gonna show that you're a warrior, and you go down swinging. So there it is. Grabbed the middle tower, held it the whole time. It never went away, and was able to pull off that win. So there you go. The lesson learned here is, and I think the game was lost when he built the spawner on top of my middle particle beam. Don't do that. Don't build the spawner there. Okay, let's go down to the bottom here. Now we got a Boba Fett deck. This is Boba Fett with Destroyer Droid. We're going against Luke and some Ewoks and Tauntauns. Not a really optimal deck. It's 3.3. It's an okay deal. But he's kind of lacking on towers, too. So let's see what happens in this battle. So far, no surprise. NOOCH too good. In fact, let's give it a NOOCH too good. Okay, Master JP. So looks like I'm nobody's in a good position to grab the middle tower there. He can drop a Tauntaun and try to get it. Oh yeah, that's what I did in this game. So I did a little something different here. I kind of borrowed this deck partially from my pal Broda, who used to be called Brictini. He's changed his name in the meantime. But my pal Broda likes to put up flame towers in the back and play defense. He does it more with the light side, which I don't really understand, because flame towers are actually more functional on the dark side. They're good against swarms of units. And guess what the light side has? All sorts of swarms. They got Ewok swarms, they got 2 sets of Porg swarms, all the swarms. So flame towers are good against swarms. So that's what I was doing in this battle. I was going to put the 2 flame towers up and back and play some defense with my Destroyer Droid and Boba Fett. And that's what we're doing. I didn't build that middle tower because I didn't really... You can build the flame tower, but it's got such low health and it's just not a great defensive unit. I didn't feel comfortable with it. I want to get a real solid advantage before I put that thing up. So here we go. He's got Luke and the Grenadier coming down. He spent everything he's got on this little drive here. He spent everything he's got on Luke, Grenadier, Ewoks, BB-8. And so I've got it down on my end right now. No comment. And so, yeah, Boba Fett's taking the fire from Luke. Destroyer Droid is down there doing some work. I'll bet if you rewind the video, or rewatch it again with your friends, show your friends. But if you rewind the video and watch Destroyer Droid there, I bet you see that him rolling down there and doing some serious work. And that's one thing that Destroyer Droid can really do really well. The guy just... He rolls so far forward. He covers so much ground. You can get him up to the front, up to the actual into the battle, like almost immediately. He's really effective that way. I mean, he's great with the stun. He's great with rolling to the front of the battle, and then he's just got a tremendous amount of health and shields. So he doesn't do a lot of damage, but he stays alive for a long, long time, doing a little bit of damage. So chip, and eventually he does his job. So let's see how we finish this off here. We know this is going to be a win. So Luke is coming in. That's a challenge. I dropped Boba Fett off to the side. And oh no, I missed. So I'm kind of getting used to this. I feel like the middle barriers are different now than they were in the beta. These barriers, I keep running into those barriers with Destroyer Droid. So I actually lost that tower. But I've got his tower dead. Now I got 2 destroyers in the field. Look at that. Just for a moment. Momentarily had 2 destroyers in the field. I wonder what it would be like to just cycle destroyer droids. That's something we'll have to try in a future video down the road. But there you go. There's a win with another really good dark side deck. The best dark side decks are right here. Your cycle decks. your fun decks. One more up here. We're going to play Yosef again. Didn't we just play Yosef up here? Is Yosef? Yosef is on the table tonight. Boy, unfortunately, Yosef was a NOOCH victim a few times. This looks like a little... This is with the Boba Fett deck. Let's compare his deck. He's got Ewoks, Flamer, Porg, Battle Droid. Did he have the same deck up here? Ewoks. Yeah, same deck. Same deck, so I beat it 2 different ways. So Yosef coming with the same deck twice, and NOOCH beat it 2 different ways with the Boba Fett Destroyer Droid and with the Darth Vader Battle Droids. And the spawner or the flamer, you get it, flame tower, you got it, you got what's going on. All right, Yosef, let's see how. Hello.
Yes, sir.
All right, there's BB-8 versus C2. So when you're trying to get that middle tower, in the event that you don't have BB-8 or BB-9 available, C2 and R2 are the next fastest units to get to the middle of the board. So if you really want to get that middle tower, roll up there quick and get it. BB-8, BB-9 is your number 1 option. There you see the 4-for-4 trade. BB-8, BB-9 is your number 1 option. Your number 2 option is going to be C2 or R2. They roll to the front faster than anybody else. So in the event you have either one of those. If you don't, you're kind of rolling up there slowly. The thing about the middle tower, though, is even if your opponent goes to grab it first, you need to attack the middle. Don't let it slide. You've got to get up there and attack the middle. So you might as well get everything rolled up there in front anyway. And, whoa, nooches, I shouldn't have drank that water. No, get rolling toward the middle anyway to keep the pressure on the middle. All right, so now we got these caddy corner particle beams, but I'm 3 energy up on this guy. Oh, sorry, Yosef. Not looking good for you. Let's see where we go from here. Sitting on Boba Fett, Destroyer Droid, Bomber, and Seismic Charge. So what do we do here? Here's the Flame Trooper. NOOCH drops Boba Fett down. Am I going to put up a tower here? Oh, he rolls his Boomer Balls. He thinks he's going to end me, but no, I got the Seismic Charge. If I'd have waited like half a second later, I could have got all that stuff in the Seismic Charge, but it worked out anyway. The Guavian came in and finished him off. Bad bomber run. Not a good bomber run. I don't like that at all. That bomber run, I get it. He's kind of trying to weaken me, and I didn't get my Boba Fett special off there. I kind of missed that. Tried it right there at the end. But he weakened me down where he can handle me. I just still don't like it. I mean, it wasn't the worst, absolute worst bomber run I've ever seen, but it still wasn't great. It still wasn't great. Now what I'm going to do is lay down BB-9 and get a 3rd tower. So now it's 3 towers too. So you actually, for the rare times in your life, you see the whole board full of towers. That doesn't happen very often. So we're all full of towers. He's trying to attack me with porgs, but it's really going to be futile at this point. He's just a little bit too behind on energy, and I've got everything there. I mean, I'm sitting on a Seismic Charge right now. Just that Seismic Charge alone will stop anything he drops on me. So, and there, Destroyer Droid right into the Ewoks, then Seismic Charge. 3 porgs on the other side. That's actually dangerous. At my tower health where it is, that 3 porgs are dangerous. If he had his bomber... Actually, what did he do? He actually could have... Well, I guess maybe if he had bombered my particle beam... I'd have to go back and take a look, but I'm fine. He probably would have lost his particle beam too. So that's Sophie's choice right there. You got to either lose the tower or destroy... Lose a tower, destroy the tower, save the tower, lose the tower, lose a tower, whatever. He lost. All right. Last match up here on the dark side. We're going with the Darth Vader Battle Droid deck. Again, guys, I can't emphasize it enough. This game is all about cycling. Keep your decks cheap. Keep cycling through. I think once we get into the game a little bit more, we'll try some fun things with cycling and see if we can get around to some units and have a blast with them. We're going against Hob here. Looks like you've got the Commandos, Yoda, Tauntaun. I'm really falling in love with the Yoda and Tauntaun combo, guys. I've been using that a lot. Like launch Yoda wide. Like if they drop a mythical particle beamicle, then I've been kind of dropping Yoda wide. Let him run down a little bit. Drop the Tauntaun behind him. Drop a BB-8 there, and have my boom balls ready. And then I shield Yoda and the Tauntaun and BB-8 so they can just walk through everything and get to the TIE fighter. And I go straight after their TIE fighter sometimes. So anyway. Side note there, and he's got the flamer. He's got a couple of weak towers again. Let's see how your Star Wars Dead handles this one. Hopefully this video doesn't corrupt this time around, and we actually can show it to you. So, Hab, ich hab kein Problem. Ich werd gewinnen, und ich werd mein Enemy getötet. That was very poor German. Don't try this at home, boys. You're always going to kill my middle tower. Oh, that thing's toast. Oh, he saved it. 42.
Yes, sir.
42. Jackie Robinson's number. How about that? 42. I don't think I can keep that. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are Cardinals fans out there, it's also Bruce Suter's number. It's also Mariano Rivera's number. So 42. Big number baseball. Big number in America, really. 42. Wow. Sorry, I got off a little tangent there. I love baseball. I love American history. And, you know, Jackie Robinson, just an American hero. Amazing, amazing, amazing person. So, all right. BB-8 coming in. I'm way ahead on energy at this point. I lost that tower, but he really paid everything. What it cost? Everything to get that middle tower out of the way. So I'm full up energy now. I'd launched the battle droids. That's a really good strategy, guys. If you don't have anything else to do, just split the battle droids or split the porgs up the middle. It makes sure that you've got pressure on the middle immediately. So if they're thinking they're going to get something in the middle, you're pressuring it already there. So there we go. Seismic charge. Take them all out. I need to get to C2 here, man. He's dropping that tauntaun, but here comes BB-9. I'm in bomber range now. I gotta heal up. Where's my C2? His bomber's coming. Where's my C2? Where's C2? Oh, I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh, we're good. Woo, hoo, hoo. Barely.
Roger, roger.
Barely. Roger. So I saved the middle tower at 99, and this is gonna be a max victory, right? So what's going on? Did he punt here? No, he's still trying. You know what, guys? He was so far behind in energy that once I secured that middle tower, he was in serious trouble. That's what happened there. You saw earlier I was up by like 4 energy. That up by 4 energy, and then getting the middle tower back, and he's fighting. He had to fight twice. He destroyed the middle tower once, but he was 4 energy down. I got the middle tower again, and he fought so hard and almost killed it again that he just had nothing left to give. So Vader was able to... Shouldn't drink water in the middle of a video. Vader's able to walk in on the X-Wing, take it out, 5-stud victory. There's your win. And guys, there are your best dark side decks. These are the decks you should be aspiring to have in LEGO Star Wars battles, at least at the moment. Maybe down the road that'll change and we'll see some different decks become meta. That would be really good and healthy for the game. But right now, the cycle decks are the way to go, and it's the way you want everything to be in your little LEGO Star Wars world. And while you're building those decks and working up to it and learning the strategies to make you the best in the game, always remember, NOOCH too good.